Melissa, if you told me years ago at the birthday party that we'd both be here today, I'd say there's no way, Well, yes, we had an immediate connection that night. We talked for probably 3 hours, felt like 5 minutes. We didn't pursue that, and kind of just let life take over. And then 2 years later, lo and behold, we're at a concert we weren't supposed to be at. And I finally decided I had to take that shot. And here we are. But that wasn't just it. I remember soon after we started dating, there was a time when Adrian had first met the family. And I look over and I saw him and Matthew just playing on the couch, playing with one of the toys that were just at your parents' house. That same day, I saw him on the counter at your parents' house with Kara, just having a snack. She was having him get his food. And then we just had a moment outside, and I had finally felt something I knew I was missing in my life. Didn't feel butterflies. I didn't feel that overwhelming, oh my gosh, feeling. I felt peace. And that I didn't even know I was missing in life. You brought that. Okay, where was I? Okay. Those little moments, they may not have seemed like much, but it's what made me know this is where I belong. You have this incredible way of bringing joy into every room you walk into, always making people laugh, even if it's at your own expense. Somehow you manage 3 boys, Matthew, Adrian, and if I'm being honest, myself. And you do it with more patience and love than we all sometimes deserve. You never ask for much. You simply just give your whole heart to all of us, all the time. You make me feel like I can take on anything this world throws at me, because at the end of the day, I fall asleep next to you. I get to come home to you and just be with you. You make me want to be a better man, a better father, and now a husband, and be the husband you've always deserved. And above all else, you give me the confidence and the courage to be the best version of myself day in and day out. Even on the days that I fail, you give me grace. And that's something I've never known in my life. So today, I want to make you a few promises. I promise to wake up beside you after your nightmares and remind you to never be alone. I promise to protect and provide for this big, beautiful blended family that we built together, and make sure our home is a safe haven for our kids. And that's kids present and the future. I promise in 10 years to still rub your feet at the end of a long day. I promise to still find a show to watch that we can just fall asleep to. And also to help you choose what's for dinner.
Really good help with that.
Yeah. And I promise to still let you fall asleep before I put Discovery Plus on. I promise to be your hand to hold, your shoulder to cry on, and your crutch to lean on. The person who will always be by your side and hold you up through the storms and battles that life throws our way. And most of all, I promise that no matter how many years pass, I'll never stop choosing you, because you didn't just change my life, you changed me. You gave me a home, you gave me a purpose, you gave me a family, and most importantly, you gave me peace that I didn't know I needed. Melissa, today I don't just marry the woman I love, I marry the life we built together, the family we're becoming, and every tomorrow we get to share together. And I will continue to choose all of it, every single day, for the rest of my life.
Jonathan, before you came into my life, I never knew love like this was possible. Not the kind from fairy tales or movies, but the kind that shows up every single day. Oof. Didn't make it far. That holds steady through the storms, that heals what was broken and somehow makes it all feel brand new. You saved me, not just once, but in every quiet moment where your love steadied my heart, every laugh we've shared that made the pain fade. Every time you reached for my hand and reminded me that I was never alone again. You stepped into my life, into our life, without hesitation. Became not only a partner, but a true father to Matthew and Kara. You didn't just take on the role, you embraced it with strength and gentleness that I can never fully explain, but will forever be grateful for. And just as you've embraced my children, I've been so blessed to love and embrace yours, our sweet little Adrian. Being a part of his life and watching you father him with so much heart has deepened my love and admiration for you in ways I can't describe. Watching you love our children, hearing Matthew call you dad with pride, seeing Kara's face light up when you're there for her, and hearing Adrian's giggles fill our home. These are the moments where I fall in love with you all over again. You make it easy to love you, just like the song that first played when our journey began at Coastal Jam. You've been my calm, my safe place, my home. With you, I laugh louder, I breathe deeper, and I feel a peace I've never known. You are my soulmate, my steady, my second chance, and the greatest blessing God has ever given me. Today, in front of our family, our friends, and in the presence of God, I vow to choose you every day, to honor the love we've built and the life we're still creating, to be your biggest fan when life is good and your rock when the road gets hard. I promise to walk beside you, to lift you up in faith, and to love you with a grateful and joyful heart for all of my days.
You called me at a crossroads, you called me in the nick of time. On a ledge with 1 foot hanging, just waiting for a sign. I was down and out, running with the wrong crowd. I was walking through every wrong door. I can't imagine all the trouble I'd be if you never made me yours. If I didn't know you, I wouldn't know how to love. I wouldn't know what it feels like to be someone's only one. If I never saw your eyes, it's like I'd never see the sun. What would I do if I didn't know you? Some people never make it, try to make it on their own. And every man's just an island until a good woman calls him home. Well, you found me lost at sea, tossed and turned around, held on through the ebb and flow. Yeah, you anchored me down. And if I didn't know you, I wouldn't know how to love. I wouldn't know what it feels like.
I am pleased to announce Mr. and Mrs. Cookson.
It's like I've never seen the sun. What would I do if I didn't know you? I can't see beyond tomorrow. I can't change my yesterdays. But sometimes I just wonder who I'd be today. someone's only one. And if I never saw your eyes, it's like I'd never seen the sun. What would I do if I didn't know you? Oh, what would I do if I didn't know you?
Didn't know that I would be this nervous for a good thing. Ain't it just a bunch of people that we love watching us trade rings? But I can't help but think about everything I've been through just to stand up here with you. I've been to hell and back, but if it means a life with you, well then I'd do it all again. 'Cause you're worth the wait, all of my dark, dim and lonely days. Every goodbye and heartbreak was pointing me home. I was just holding on, praying you'd be out there holding strong. Took me forever to find you, but finally forever's just 2 words away. And baby, you're worth the wait. There were days where I thought it might just never happen, that maybe I was meant to be alone, that love was something that I never know. But if I could go back right now, I'd tell myself it all works out, 'cause it got me here today. Yeah, you're worth the wait, all of my dark, dim and lonely days. Every goodbye and heartbreak was pointing me home. I was just holding on, praying you'd be out there holding strong. Took me forever to find you, but finally forever's just 2 words away. And baby, you're worth the wait. I've been to hell and back, but if it means a life with you, well then I'd do it all again. 'Cause you're worth the wait, all of my dark, dim and lonely days. Every goodbye and heartbreak was pointing me home. I was just holding on, strong. Took me forever to find you, but finally forever's just 2 words away. And baby, you're worth the wait, all of my dark, dim and lonely days. Every goodbye and heartbreak was pointing me home. I was just holding on, praying you'd be out there holding strong. Took me forever to find you, but finally forever's just 2 words away. And baby, you're worth the wait. I've been to hell and back, but if it means a life with you, well then I'd do it all again. 'Cause you're worth the wait, all of my dark, dim and lonely days. Every goodbye and heartbreak was pointing me home. I was just holding on, praying you'd be out